Hey, my New Year's resolutions. I'm going to buy less and paint more. I have a backlog of Kickstarters for Next Level, Dungeons and Lasers, and I got my first Reaper Kickstarter, which is enough to last me a good long while. I also have my collections are kind of filled out, so I think I'm going to, start looking at things that I'm missing, things that I need. That I have holes in. So like Sahagwin, the Sea Devils, the underwater aquatic races. Like I just filled out Lizard Folk. I got a Reaper set and Epic Encounters. So I have more Lizard Folk than I can shake a stick at, which I was short up until 3 months ago. So things like that I'm going to start filling out. Very specific monsters and nitpick. I kind of already did that with Reaper's Dungeon Dwellers. I think I got 2 models, like $15 into that Kickstarter. And Next Level, same thing, the last Next Level miniatures. I have a few in. I still have some outstanding. I don't expect that I'll ever see Blacklist Fantasy Series 2, even though supposedly they're still making occasional progress. And I'm waiting on a Jugorama, which is a Spanish company. They're making a Siocast. It was originally going to be PVC, but they're going to be a Siocast, Cio resin set, and that's one of those ones where you get like 5 of the same model. Kind of like that Next Level, the first Next Level Kickstarters, and how Blacklist was set up, and a lot of those like mini crap ones. But they had they had some class sets. That one was a little weird because it used some platforms for their campaign manager or pledge manager that I'm not used to, because I guess it's more popular in like Spain and Italy. But Jugorama, which is like Spanish for just play games, I think. I looked it up a while ago. I got some battle maps from them. They've done some board games, some miniatures. I think the learning curve for Siocast was a little bit longer for them, harder for them, longer learning curve for them than they expected. I think I'm waiting on those. I think that'll be about 80 miniatures. But they, like I said, they have class sets. We'll see what those look like. We'll obviously do a review when that comes in. I think I still owe some Dungeons and Lasers review. I'll probably get their Caves Kickstarter, the pre-painted Prismacast, before I get all the models assembled from Dooslayer. But I have such a backlog from Dooslayer and Reaper that I really don't think I'm going to be looking at anything. I am going to pick up Dungeons and Lasers Port Haven, just because their Kickstarter is still such a good value. Like, Cool Mini or not, you're better to wait for retail. It's actually cheaper to get a sale about 6 months after it's made it to retail, when the initial excitement dies down and they have some overstock. It's a lot cheaper to buy stuff then than to get it from the Kickstarter. But Dungeons and Lasers is still, you might be able to find like a 30% discount on a sale for Dungeons and Lasers, but you get about a 50% discount through the Kickstarter. They still have the best stretch goals. They've kind of learned their lessons on like one per backer and having people make multiple pledges and stuff like that. They're kind of a little bit smarter about the packages they offer, so that they don't lose money on anything. It sounded like they were like really close to not making money on the third Kickstarter, Woodhaven, because so many people did the base pledge where they got the one per backer, like huge, like retails for $30, Phoenix and $12 Troll thing for the one per backer. So enough people got like the one per backer stuff multiple times, that was, and returning backer stuff, that they almost lost money on that one. So they've learned their lesson on that, but it's still a phenomenal deal. So if you just go look at like I think it's called Be'lakor. If you look at the Warhammer Age of Sigmar big demon, really huge demon. So they're making a Balor that's like 90 millimeters. Now it's on like a 25 millimeter rock, so it's really like a 70 millimeter model on top of a big base, but it's like a 90 millimeter model. Their stretch goal was to keep making it like 10 millimeters bigger, and they hit it twice. So there's like a 3-sprue Balor demon in the caves that would retail for probably over $30. That is just a stretch goal. So like I'm looking at, what did I spend? $80 before shipping for a set that's going to retail for $60, and a Balor that's going to retail for $30 or to $60, and then all the other stretch goals, all the scatter terrain. It's going to be insane. And then like all the stuff is pre-painted, which is also insane. I mean, it's kind of insane that nobody's figured that out before, the way they're doing it. But so I'm getting way off topic. So Happy New Year. My resolution is to buy less big sets and start really being specific about filling out what I'm missing. Because right now I have a lot of stuff. Like, I thought I would buy sets and tear them apart and sell the parts I don't want, and I haven't sold the parts I don't want. So I'm sitting on a big pile of stuff that I don't really care about. So I'm going to stop doing that, and I'm going to start cherry picking things that are really unique or interesting, or filling out my set. Like, I might look for a sale on Halo Flashpoint, because I did a space RPG a couple years ago, and I basically had to repaint HeroClix model because there's just nothing out there. And there was a Halo HeroClix, but I didn't hit it at the right time. Where the way those work is they set at MSRP for a while, and then they drop in price when nobody wants them anymore, and then when stock gets really low, the prices skyrocket, and people sit on the last couple at really high prices. So nobody wants 10 things laying around, but they do want one thing that they can charge 10 times as much for. So I hit HeroClix Halo at the wrong time. So I might look at a sale on Halo Flashpoint, just to get a Space Marine type model. And yeah, other than that, I'm cutting back. I don't have room for more board games without more storage. And I kind of have all of the different types of games covered, like worker placement, hand management, tile, tableau building, party games, like campaign RPGs. So I have stuff filled. I have my holes filled out. I got some stuff that I wanted to get in the past, like Alter Quest. There was a big overstock of Alter Quest a while ago, so they've been on sale for a while. And I bought a second set of stretch goals because there's scatter terrain in it, so I can have extra scatter terrain for RPGs without having to loot the board game all the time. So I have some kind of stretch goal stuff. The only thing I don't have, and I got Twilight Imperium 3rd edition on clearance, again, because everybody wants 4th, so people were upgrading their 3rd to their 4th. They're selling their 3rd edition. I got a TI 3 for $20, used, relatively good shape, not mint condition, definitely used, but it's a $100 board game for $20. I don't have any other 4X other than that, so I am keeping my eye open on Masters of Orion Ad Astra from Archon Studios, just because they have done such a good job with so many things. Masters of the Universe skirmish game, Heroes of Might and Magic 3. They've just done a really good job. So, and I am missing a 4XCM. I do have a customer hold on Last Light from Roy Canada, but I don't have it in hand yet. So that's sitting at the Game Nerds warehouse waiting for me to get up to free shipping. So I have Last Light and I have TI3, and I will be looking at Master of Orion, but I can't think of any other type of game. If they ever reprint something like Dilbert Corporate Shuffle, which is like it's not quite a trick, it's like a reverse trick-taking game. It's like a dump your hand, see how fast you can get rid of your cards, but it's really cutesy. Which is also very similar to Great Dalmoody, which you can pick up. So I do have Great Dalmoody, but if they ever reprint something like Dilbert Corporate Shuffle, like that's the only thing that I'd be looking at. So my New Year's resolution is to pare down and buy less.